Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, our gracious host always, and bringing beautiful soul around, and our women power over here. And for those of you who are not here, you're missing out. Okay, missing out. You should know. Um, but obviously, every week we sharing more of the wisdom of the Kabbalah, because obviously there's an ocean of knowledge that is hidden in this world, and there's not enough people who do that, actually do it for freely, just to share this wisdom, disseminate the wisdom to the world, giving people the tools that we meant to receive in order to solve the difficulties in the world. The difficulties in the world are not actually difficulties. It's because we are not using the tools and we're not bringing the solutions. Most people are connected to a destructive place. So if you are not part of the solution, you are part of the destruction, we learn. So the wisdom of Kabbalah give us many, many tools. But the way the wisdom is revealed to us is through what we call every week there's a unique lesson that is being revealed, and it's concealed within the wisdom of what we call the Torah, the Bible. Obviously, it's a story, it's a literal story. Some of it, a lot of it is a boring story, a lot of it is unreal in a way, but through the wisdom of Kabbalah, we're learning that it's nothing to do with the story, but messages, spiritual lessons that each one of us, need to evolve and use. It's like, I like to always to take that in a way of like when you go working out, right? You go work out, 2 seconds later, looking in the mirror, do I have six pack? Even though we do that, right? But you don't go first day to the gym. Even if you go, you already feel good, right? Remember, even if you come to a one class today, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel good, right? Like you're going to the gym. But remember, you haven't yet built a muscle. The muscles start to be built when you are not in class, when you start using that tool, okay? Tool, muscle. You use it more, you grow more muscles, okay? Again, also important to eat healthy. So healthy food, healthy spiritual food, it's important for our soul as well. Of course, with the help of meditations and many different lessons that we learn, is not just about, wow, that was a great lesson. It's about what am I doing with it today? How can I go to the store tomorrow and deal with the issues with what I learned today or yesterday? Okay, that's very important. Practicality is super important. So every week we're learning, and again, there's many countless. We can sit here right now a few hours and study, but I want to focus on one spiritual lesson that comes to us in this week. And because it shined this week, we get the strength, we get the support from that lesson to use it even strongly this week. Reminding you, the frame that we are in is the frame what we call the month of Sagittarius. It's not about the zodiac sign, right? According to the lunar calendar, we are by what we call the month of Kislev, the month of miracles. And it says that this month, right, because that's towards the end of the month, we have what we call the energy of Hanukkah. We're going to speak about it. We're going to light candles over here in the end of the end, close to the end of the month, and we're going to share many secrets about it. But what is the days, the 25 days or 24 days prior to Hanukkah in the month of Kislev? Is to remember. Most of us don't understand that word, but it's the frame what we call Hod. Hod comes from the word Hodaya, which is appreciation. Appreciation, but as well the work that we want to do is called the Hod, is the level of peace. When you bring two pieces together, when you create harmonious relationship, this month have the power to do that. I mean, again, it's the irony is like in this in the world right now, doesn't feel like any peace is really coming into any closer even consciousness, right? Yeah, we need peace. This is the month that can allow us to do it. First is to know that it exists, to know that this month have that power to bring peace. How? By what we call hodaya. Hodaya is to appreciate and to keep, or I would say leharbot, to bring or to say more thank you, to really acknowledge people, really acknowledge the good of others in this month. That's in general, every year in this month, this is the work that is better for us to be focused on, because it can give us more, or we can become what we call the partner of the universe in this world, in this lower world, in the world of what we call the physical world. Again, what do we want to increase? Increase with thank you, not just being polite, but really see the good in others and appreciate also the bad in others. Why? Because through the bad in others, you also change. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you learn what not to do, right? So it's also a positive lesson. So this is the frame of this month. This week particularly, what do we want to work on? There's one message I'm going to get into, a very important lessons to all of us. It's a very spiritual, very important muscles to grow. And it comes for us from the lesson we call from Jacob. The big picture is Jacob is running away from his brother. His brother's trying to kill him, right? The irony of where the world is. Brothers and sisters want to kill each other, right? Running after each other, want to kill each other. That's the irony of what you read is actually what's happening in the world. I mean, it cannot be mistaken, right? It's so like exact, so exact. If I can share with you more after the class, is many reasons of why things happening right now this way. But one particular lesson is that Jacob hearing and seeing that his brother is want to come and kill him. And the verse that was said is, I'm going to mention because that's where the energy reveals. Vayar Yaakov meod vayitzar lo. Jacob saw that his brother wants to kill him. And it really hurt him. And it was painful for him to see that where he is with his brother. So first again, the literal way, or the literal translation is, some of us, sometimes need to understand that pain doesn't need to exist for us to start feeling it, right? It can exist in the world, and by you awakening or feeling the pain that exists in the world, even if it's not for you directly, you can reduce the pain in the world by feeling the pains of others. Just by feeling the pain, not like feeling bad for them. That doesn't take away the pain, meaning feeling that pain. It's different than like, oh, I feel bad for you. No. I want to take that pain. I want to feel that pain. That is a part of what we can do to help reduce the pain in the world. Okay, that's just the literal way of how we see things. The second thing is there's a problem here, because it says that Jacob was also like afraid, like it's bothering me. Why my brother comes, and not just that, he came with 400 soldiers to kill his brother. Obviously, there's reason why the number 400, but we're gonna get into it later. But the question that the Kabbalah says, why Jacob was afraid? Why he was worried? Why was he in pain? He says because the prior to that interaction, the Creator promised him, I will keep you, I promise you, anywhere you're going to go, you will be protected. And now, 2 seconds later, his brother comes with a soldier, with the army to kill him. So obviously, what was it? It's not what the Creator promised us, and now he says, oh, okay, I forgot my promise. Let's understand. And then If that's so, why Jacob needed to start, really, I need success. I need help, Jacob says. Hatzilena Melachi, please help me to redeem myself from my brother. Let's understand the beautiful depth of this section. He says, and I'm going to read it, in the language of Kabbalah. It's important to awaken that word. שהקדוש ברוך הוא מתהווה לתפילתן של צדיקים. He says, no, the creator of this world wanted to hear Jacob's prayer. And he was yearning for the prayer of Jacob. So, wait a second. There's a little difficulty here, right? And he continues and say, right? Why the creator doesn't give to the beneficent, but to the people, right, everything that they need without the need to pray? What is prayer? Prayer is an awakening. Prayer is not like, please God, give me this, give me that. A lot of people using prayer as a request. It is a request, but it's an opening. Real prayer is what we call the prayer of the poor. What is when a poor person is in need, or a person that have a lot of money and is in need, who have a better desire or a stronger desire, right? Obviously the poor person, because the poor is like really have nothing, right? So we need, when we pray, not pray like a request, I have $5,000, I would like six, No, I have to come to the level of like opening my desire. I'm empty from light. The world is empty from light. The world needs our light. The world needs spiritual people. There's a need for spirituality more in this world right now. We have to awaken that. That is a real prayer. And he says, and the Creator waiting for that. So what? He said, what as the Creator wants that they will ask him and then he will give them? How is it possible that there is a Creator? Because the section of the Kabbalah speaks about, that like the calf wants to eat way less than the cow wants to feed, right? A mother wants to give to her baby way more than the baby wants to eat. Does that make sense to you? Right? We always learn that example, right? It's the nourish. We want to give way more than what we're capable, right? You see, our host, how much can you eat? I can't eat all of that, right? Give more than what you can eat, right? It's always the consciousness of where we're coming from. This is our essence. Our essence is that we want so much less than what the universe wants to give us. That's our main problem, our main issue, and this is the key. This is the key that I would like to touch upon this week. So obviously, there is a Creator who is sitting there. If you don't ask me, I'm not going to give you. Of course not. The Creator wants to give way more than what the vessel, the receiver, wants to receive. But there is a rule, there is a universal law that cannot be bypassed. There are laws in this world that you cannot change. You can find a way to overcome that. Like gravity, you cannot change. Gravity is gravity. No matter who we are, no matter what you have or you don't, or pretty or not, you step out of this window in 5th floor, you're going to crash. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, but I'm a good person. It doesn't matter. How many of us complain, but I'm such a good person. Why can't find my soulmate? I'm such a good person. Why they fire me? I'm such a good worker. Why I didn't get a raise? I'm such a good girlfriend, boyfriend, or partner. How come they don't see it? All of us. No. It's nothing to do with being good, being fair, being right, being, I'm okay, or I'm going by the book. There are laws in this world, spiritual laws, that if you don't, live by those rules, you're always going to find yourself, being removed by for whatever reason, or been hurt, or damaged, and many other reasons. It's like driving in the street, right? You see a red light. Everybody know it's obvious. I need to stop, right? Somebody who just came out of space and start driving, obviously see a red light. Oh, nice, right, nice light. Continue. Boom. Everybody else will tell him, listen, you disobeyed the law. It's nothing. You're a good person. You're pure. This is something that people don't know. Here, the wisdom of Kabbalah help us open our eyes to many, many laws and many spiritual laws that many of us don't even know exist. Like how many of you find yourself stuck in a loop many times, right? Again with the same person, again the boss. Again, I get rid of my boss. Now he came in form of a boyfriend. Now I got rid of this boyfriend. Now he came in form of that. Always, it's a law that you cannot run away from. You cannot. So once we understand the law, once we understand the rule, you work with the laws, you work with the spiritual laws of this world. Oh, now we manifest it. Now we manifest it. So what is the idea? And this is the law. There's a rule. And all obliquely, there is no way for the light of the Creator to reveal without a vessel in this world. Without a vessel, right? So let's say, for example, what is a vessel? A vessel in the language of Kabbalah, we call it kli vessel. It's a desire. Okay, this is represent a desire, right? So my friend gave me tea. If the person will put tea in this cup, what will happen to the cup? Will melt. Now we're gonna blame the cup. Oh, such a bad cup. Oh, the water is too hot. No, it's just nothing wrong with the water, nothing wrong with the cup. It's just not the right vessel for that. Is it clear? This is a universal law. So for the light that you need to be revealed, you need the right vessel that can handle it. A lot of us sometimes with the wrong people and think we're trying to make it happen. A lot of us in the wrong job, in the wrong position, but we're trying to make it happen because it sounds good, because it looks good, because they're gonna get me here, or the agenda of sorts. And eventually a person is stuck for 10, 15 years, doesn't even know. Then you wake up and, whoa, what happened with my life? The wrong light, the right light with the wrong vessel cannot be revealed. Even if you have the right vessel, you now need to ask what we call the light to be revealed. So let's understand the deeper part of that. In spirituality, there is no coercion. There's a law. You cannot force anyone to be spiritual. You cannot force anybody to be connected to spirituality or desiring that life. You cannot. There's no coercion. Do you think the world is really following that rule? No. The entire world, up until recently, forcing religion, forcing us, right? A lot of people, guruism, different types of cultish type of things, forcing people to do the work. Eventually, it doesn't come out right. We see it doesn't come out right when you force people. Even if it's your own family, try to force them to change. Eventually, it doesn't work. So therefore, we need to awaken what we call a desire, not coercion, not to force. So what does it mean? You cannot feel the pleasure from anything unless you have the passion, the desire, right? The passion, the desire, and the yearning for it. If you have less desire for that and you receive it, you don't feel the full pleasure of that. So to any pleasure in this world, there is the right vessel for it. Most of the time is the wrong vessel. Most of the time, that is our problem, our vessel, which means our desire. So if something is not manifesting or manifesting wrong in our life, who should we blame? Our desire. That's it. This situation, we finish all the problem in the world. This is the lesson that I just share with you right now. All the problem of the world are vanished as soon as each one of us will adapt himself to this rule. That doesn't work. My desire is the issue. Oh, I can't find this. My desire is the issue. Yeah, but I did everything possible. I tried. A lot of us are contemplating with like, oh, finding a raise, oh, it's because of them, or I born in this family, or all kind of blames, all kind of reasons that we coming up with why I didn't get it, why that didn't manifest. Simple. You have a car, runs on gas. You put, oh, you know, today a lot of people going with the electric car to the gas station and trying to put the gas, right? What's wrong? It's a gas station. I came with a car. No, you need the right fuel for that, or electric, right? It's very simple. But most of us are arguing. Why? Because we're looking outside and we start saying, why they got and I didn't? I'm better than them. I did this. I did that. I'm giving. I'm helping. I was a good person. That's not the reason. It's your desire. Something about your desire is not yet there. That's why it's not manifesting. So again, we're going to continue on that level because he says, if I don't feel yet the pleasure, it's because my desire and the level of my desire and the desire of the yearning and the passion is not there. Therefore, you feel it, but it's dismissed or been removed in 2 minutes later. So therefore, he says, what is the Creator wants from us? Is to give us every pleasure possible. Unity, love, passion, energy. But our desire is what? Just want to be comfortable a little bit today. I just need a little relief today. That's what you want. I want to give you the entire world. No, just give me my little studio apartment just to make sure somebody will come and pick up the garbage. Nothing. Small. Small. How much do we want? Want a little bit. Oh, just find me my partner. You know, I just want to be married. Just want a little family. Just what do I ask? What do I ask? Everybody? No, this is too small for you. You meant to ask bigger than that. All of us, by the way, have an issue there. We all want so small. Therefore, what's happening right now? We are being attacked. What do you mean attacked? The entire world is being attacked by desiring more. What do you guys want? Want a little comfort? Want to be a little bit, you know, in what we call in your box? You want to organize your box so it will be comfortable for you? No, no, no. I want to give you so much more. So obviously, when you were a child, or if you have kids, you know that sometimes you gotta, I don't like the word manipulate, right? But you need to make them right desiring better, right? So my son comes to me, I see my brother have a watch. I want also a watch, right? Does he really want a watch? Or because he saw somebody else have? So why does somebody else have? To trigger him to want more. Do you understand? So now because he saw it from somebody else, doesn't mean he have a real desire. Now he needs to what we call earning it. Now let's see if your desire is real. So I told him, wait, no, not today. Let's see if he's gonna come to me tomorrow. If he asks me tomorrow, meaning he have a real desire, right? And he came and asked, well, he come back from school. Did you get me the watch? Did you get me the watch, right? And then, no, not now, later on, right? But why? And then you have to see if the desire is real. I would love to buy anything for you, but I want to see that there's a real desire, right? Most of us, again, we're doing it in this world. Imagine you have a company, you have an employee that you want to give them promotion, but no, I don't, I don't want promotion. What do you think about that employee? Yeah, again, you know that most people not gonna keep an employee like that. What do you mean? That's weird. I don't want to be promoted, right? What I don't, right? Something is not right. Or when you have an employee that that or you are the employee pretending you're happy about what you're doing so they would like you, right? Eventually things will be difficult for you, and then to see if you're really happy when it's difficult for you or you quit when it's difficult for you, right? So all of us need to be tested all day long, all day long. And what is the test? Increasing our desire for tremendous amount of pleasure in this world. Not a little pleasure. Not, oh wow, and a nice meal. I'm so satisfied. That's so small. I want to give you that pleasure all day long. That's what's happening here. So then he says, the feeling, הרגשת התענוג, the feeling of the pleasure, it's only dependent on the amount of desire you have. And if you don't feel that pleasure, it's because your desire is not yet there. Therefore, when does the Creator influence you? Only when you have an awakening of a tremendous desire and yearning. And then he says that the רצון של האדם, the desire of human being, is being conformed or created דווקא על ידי התפילה, by your prayers. Your prayer. Now I know sometime, or we grew up in this world, myself. For me, somebody said you need to pray, or why don't you pray? I was like, don't talk to me anymore. Prayer, it's a religious thing. No, I did not understand what it means. Nobody was studying Kabbalah at that time to teach me what it means. Real prayer is a real opening, is a real desire, is actually a building of an endless desire. That's real prayer. And I said before, the prayer of the poor, achieving the level that you are so, okay, how much can I pray if I have my 3/4 of my cup is full? How much can I pray? Can you say I'm so empty? No, I know I just need a little bit, right? No, we have to understand. That's why there is a lot of pain in the world, even though we are okay and we're living in a nice place and we have a job and everything. How can I awaken a prayer? Feel the pain in the world. Start thinking about the pain. Again, not to feel bad. Please remember, it's not the idea, is to awaken a tremendous desire to remove pain and suffering from the world. If somebody tells me, what's your goal in life, right? Myself, I tell them, I don't stop until I see that death, pain, and suffering is removed from this world. So, yeah, Friday I had to do a funeral. So I still didn't finish it. So I need to keep going. What do you mean? Oh, so when are you stop? When death stop, I stop, right? What is your goal? What are you waking up for? And when you get it, what you're going to think about that? No, I have my $1 million goal. When I get it, I'm going to have the 2 million. Is that your goal? That's why you're always going to chase after that. And when you get it, it's always going to feel empty, because physical goal is great. It's a motivator, but it's not the end result. Okay? It's just a motivation, but not the end result. So obviously, through prayer, he's awakening the lack. Through prayer, you have to find your prayer. Form your own form of prayer, how you feel about it. But the most important part is the consciousness. Is what? Awakening the lack of light, of spirituality that exists in this world. There's lack of deeper people. There's a lot of people that are very superficial, and they are okay with just giving them a little bit tap on the shoulder. You're great. Oh, I feel I did a lot today. Bless you. But is it not enough deep, real, and absolutely desired people? And this is what we want to ask from all of us. Then he says that the influence comes in two levels. In two levels. How does it go? that the influence of the Creator will come to you in two ways. And we call them in the language of Kabbalah surrounding light and inner light. Okay, you're going to remember those words. Surrounding light, what does it mean, surrounding light? Your surrounding light, called Or Mekif. It means that what your future is hold, what is your potential to receive or to connect to or to reveal in this world. Each one of us have a potential, which is tremendous potential, and all what the Creator wants to give us. But it's still not yet worthy or have the vessel, we spoke about it, to receive it. Because if I'm going to receive it in this vessel, it's going to melt. I need to build a strong vessel to handle it. Keep it warm as well. Okay? What is inner light? That's surrounding light, your potential, what the gifts of the Creator wants to pour on this world. What is your inner life? What you achieved, what you received, who you are today, what you understand up until this moment right now, in this second. Up until this second is called inner light, your inner light. Your inner light is what you achieved, what you understood, your capacity, your mental, spiritual, physical capacity up until this moment. Is that clear for everybody? Your surrounding light, your potential, your future gift that wants to come to you, and you need to be aware of your inner light, which is what have I accomplished, what have I done up until this moment. Okay, a lot of people are very much satisfied with their inner light, pretty content with where I am. I'm pretty okay, it's fine, not too much chaos. Yeah, some problem, yeah, I can always use some money, oh yeah, I can always, right? No. Be appreciative, like we spoke about it, but then what is my surrounding light wants to give me? Because this is the two levels that you need to talk about, that you need to awaken. So what does it mean? if the let's say, for example, when Jacob was praying, like we spoke about in the beginning, he was praying, please save me from my brother. That was a potential, right? But until his brother came to attack him, that was already the actual. Now I need that light. So your surrounding light will never enter until the moment that you really need it. Do you understand what it means? So if you said, oh, I want $1 million, if you don't need $1 million today, it will be next to you, right next to you. But only when there's a real need for that protection. For example, Jacob is praying. This is the lesson. He's praying, the Creator, please save me from my brother. His brother is not there. He's on the way. He heard that his brother come with 400 soldiers to attack him. He's in the, it's in the ether, right? It's in the potentially that. So that is need to awaken. You need to awaken the desire. I need help. And then, one second, just the last point. And then when was the actualize of the prayer? When Esau came. That's when it happened. That's when he completely transformed that interaction between them. And the chaos and the death that his brother wanted to cause completely transformed. He says, Vayishaker, when they kissed each other and they hugged and kissed each other. That's when the transformation happened. So remember, if we don't have the real, again, potentially you have everything. You have to awaken that all the time. But when it's going to happen, actualize in the right moment. In the right moment. And again, it has to be the two level. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it's how David brother did from.
Yeah.
Father, it prevents the
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you know, the blessing.
Yeah.
Is gonna be part of it. From cheats, lies, he's honest.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't stop very young.
True.
Was it they can do something?
So let me just Okay, so let me just finish that point, and then this is a separate conversation. I would love to speak just about that. Let me finish this, and we're gonna finish the recording, and we're gonna have discussion about that. So just to finalize that point, as all of us saying, it's a beautiful question. All of us sometime thinking everything in my life is okay, but when you need it, you need to pray or you need to awaken a real desire when everything's okay, not when everything is bad. Most of us are waking up, oh, I need it now, please help me right now. Yes, you're gonna get the help, but you doesn't have to wait until the chaos is knocking on the door and now, yes, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do whatever, please don't leave me. A lot of us doing that. So let's be proactive. What do you mean proactive? Awakening from your surrounding life. You know, anybody feel sometimes stress? If you live in New York and you don't have stress, you're probably not here, right? What is stress? Stress is a translation of your surrounding life wants to come in. Please let me in. That's stress. Get out, go, keep going. You can do more. Right? Oh, you're stressing me out. It's too many things. No. It's your surrounding light, your potential. It's like, come on, move on, kicking you in the butt. That's what the surrounding light does. And most of us like rejecting it. No, I don't want. No, stop pushing me. It's not the people. People are robotically. It's your surrounding light calling you. Hey, grow. I want to come in. I want to give you all the pleasure. It works in two levels. So when you feel in your surrounding, in your inner light, where you are today, stressed, being pushed, the reality is coming on top of me. It's nothing to do with the physical appearance of that. It's each one of us potential wants to be coming in, but you stay small, you stay limited, you stay comfortable. So let's awaken proactively, awakening the lack, feeling the pain of the world, feeling the lack of spirituality in this world, feeling the lack of unity and the lack of love between us in the world. And that will be what we call calling from your surrounding light. Each one of you will increase our, what we call, from our potential to our actual. Okay? And we don't need to go through chaos to be awakened. Okay? We can awaken ourselves every single day with the right prayer, with the right consciousness. So thank you for joining us today. We're going to continue later.